One of the issues that people have is that they do not know how to balance their life. They don't know the areas to focus on and to put their priorities in. And even me, for myself, I struggled with that. When I was working on myself, I prioritized just myself, I prioritized personal growth, and I didn't prioritize relationship. And then when I was prioritizing relationships, I didn't prioritize my spiritual life. When I prioritized my spiritual life, I didn't prioritize other things. So, what are the 5 areas that you need to focus on using the be, do, have model? Now that you understand what the model is, how using that model can help you, how can you implement those models in your real life? And the 5 areas that most people do not talk about, and it's not in accordance, it's just the 5 areas I think that are important in fulfilling the life that you want to fulfill, but also living life on your terms. The first is your spiritual. Spirituality is so important. As much as you want to do everything, the first thing you want to do is work on your spirituality. I'm a Christian and I have a relationship with God. How am I working on my relationship with God? What is my relationship? Because everything else that I have stems from that place. It's my foundation. My relationship with God bears forth all the fruits that I have. The Bible says that whoever is, connected to the vine becomes more fruitful. That we are the branches, he is the vine. So if you are connected and your life is embedded in God, you can live the life that you want to live. How did I discover my purpose? By seeking God. When I sought God, when I looked after what God wanted for my life, I realized that his plan for me was better than the plan I had for myself. So I focused on my spirituality. How can I balance my spiritual life? How can I spend more time with God? What can I do to focus on my spirituality and make it better? The second aspect was self, which is personal growth. Many people make this mistake by trying to look like they got it together and not getting it together. You can try to put a lipstick on a pig, but a person will always see that pig as a pig. So instead of trying to dress nice, look nice, and those things are good, why don't you focus on the internal part of becoming the person you need to do? Personal growth is one of the major aspects or areas that anyone needs to focus in living the life that they want to live, but also growing. What do you do for yourself? How do you show up for yourself? If you are taking care of yourself, how do you increase your mindset? What do you do to renew your mindset? What do you do to keep elevating? How do you think? What kind of environment are you after? You need to ask yourself these questions. What am I doing right now to improve the version of myself? Because personal growth is not a destination, it is a journey. It's not the fixed point, oh, this is where I'm going to go, this is it. No, it's a journey, it's a process. You have to keep becoming to have what you want to have. So, focusing on personal growth is very essential. Don't just think of having the external, luxury, buying your private jet, and those are good. But what is your mindset? How do you think? What are your stress levels? How do you tolerate situations? Are you consistent? What's your productivity level? Do you know how to manage time? There's so many things that you need to do to work on yourself and your psychology. Because once you start believing in yourself and working in yourself, you can then have what you want to have. The third aspect is health. Have you ever heard that phrase, health is wealth? I believe it is. Because you can work on your personal growth, but if you're not eating healthy, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of your mental health, it's all a waste. You need to prioritize your health and your mental health. When I'm stressed, how do I handle it? If I'm overwhelmed, what do I do? What are my reset systems? Put systems into place to help me be spiritual, have personal growth, but also be healthy. Going to the gym is not enough. In fact, going to the gym and exercising is just 20% of what you need to do to live the healthiest life you need. It is your food. What are you eating? Are the food nourishing your body? Do they work on your mind? Do they help your body? Do they aid the things and the systems in your body to make sure that you feel good? How do you work on your mental health? Do you take breaks? When do you take a rest? When you feel overwhelmed, what did you do? If you feel like the work is getting overwhelming, how do you reset? What are the things you've put in place to take a reset? So you have to ask yourself this question: how am I prioritizing my physical health and my mental health? Do I eat right? Am I eating fresh foods? What is inside this food? Is the sugar I'm taking too much? You have to ask and prioritize this area of your life if you want to keep growing. It's not just only about becoming and working on your personal growth and your mindset and working on your relationship with God. You have to also work on your health, because this body is not yours, it's the temple of God. What's the fourth thing? Relationships. Now, I believe that for you to become or get to wherever you want to get, you need partnerships and relationships and a community of like-minded people. The friends that you have right now, are they serving you? Do they add any value to who you are and who you're becoming? The friend groups, do they limit your mindset? Is your association group diminishing your light? You have to ask, the friendships that you have, are they adding value to my life? And if they are, what have you put into place? What systems have you put to prioritize those relationships? Are you calling your friends? Are you saving up dates to go out? Have you planned a trip for you and your friends? What are the things that you're doing to nourish the friendships and the friend groups that you have? If you don't even have those friends, what are the environments, or what environment can I be in to have those kind of friends? Do I attend business conferences? Do you attend? You have to set systems in place to build relationships. You have to prioritize relationships. What people have and who you have around you frames how you become. For me, I didn't have the mindset or the environment I wanted, but what I do, I changed my environment online by listening to the people that have already done what I aspired to do. And gradually, the more I became that person, the more I surrounded myself with those kind of environment, the more I attracted the right kind of friends. Because the truth is that you can't hold friendships or relationship with people that you do not think the same level with, or that challenges you to become a better version of yourself. So if you don't have that, strive to have that. If you do have that, prioritize maintaining that. Friendship require your efforts. Good relationships and inner circle require your effort and your input. Don't just have the friends. Find ways to nurture the friendship. And the last focus area is your finances. How am I managing my money? If you cannot save from $50, you cannot save from $1 million. The excuses many people make is, I don't have enough money to save. No. Create a system to save. Create a system for your finances. There are many budgeting rules that you can use. There is the 50-30-20 rule. 50 for your needs, 30 for your wants, 20 for savings. You can use that or create your own budget plan. I'm a Christian, so 10% of my money goes for tithing. So I know that when I'm receiving, even if it's $20, I take 10% from $20 and I put it towards my tithing. Then I take the other percentage based on what I distributed my finances to go, and I split them into where I need them to be. There is no excuse. You need to prioritize your finances. And if you're making money and it's not enough, what are the things that you can do to generate more money? If you're going to generate more money, how can you generate it that it's not requiring active input but passive input in terms of books, courses, and digital products? So those are things that you can do to generate wealth without you, or generate money without you putting all your effort into it. Focus on your finances. And now that you know the 5 areas Using the be do model, you need to ask questions, state the problem, and find out how it will impact you if you do it. So, like I said, ask the questions in these areas that are needed to be asked. State the problems that you're going through that you know you've not, that is stopping you from attaining the goal that you set. Then ask yourself, if I do this, how will it impact me? When you're done doing that, then move to the next stage, which is what can I do to execute it? What are the systems and the structures that I've put in place to make sure that my spiritual life is good? I'm working on my personal growth. I'm working on my health. I have good relationships, and I'm managing my finances well. If I ask myself those questions as, why are my finances not doing well? Why are these areas not doing well? What are the problems that I'm facing with them? How will solving this problem make me feel, or what will it do for my life? Then create the plan to do it. Just do it. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Consistency is the key. Keep showing up. Use your systems that are real and attainable and use them to implement the plan or the systems you've put in place to attain the goal that you've put for these 5 areas. So don't just focus on one aspect, focus on the 5. Your spiritual, your personal growth, your health and wellness and mental health, your relationships, and your finances. These are the 5 areas that will help in enabling growth, but also making sure that you attain the life that you've always dreamed of.